HITCon South Gujarat 13 to 14 April 2019 at Surat. Healthcare Technology Conference for doctors, by doctors. Powered by Management Medicos.
Now we have a social media for doctors debate. Let's see who wins. Dr. Mahadev Desai versus Dr. Urman. And no gloves, no boxing gloves, or no latex gloves. It's just going to be hardcore verbal war.
Pragnesh Pai and Dr. Jashwant Darbar, Management Medicos. They've been doing wonderful work and I hope it is useful to all of you. थोड़ा मस्को मारिए तो कदाच मारी साइड ऊपर आवे એટલા માટે. So, today's debate, social media for doctors. Remember, it is for doctors. Useful or wastage of time and money. And my answer is obviously useful. ત્રણ વાર તલાક બોલવાની ના છે, useful બોલવાની ના નથી. So let's interact with a smooth dialogue, not a hot debate. माधव भाई ने पहले दिन कह दो कि ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे. Disclaimer: I'm not earning a single coin out of social media. So just don't blame me कि હું social media ને એટલે promote કરું છું કે મારા થોડા રોજી રોટી ચાલે. As the topic of today is social media, I'll not talk about any apps like Medscape, Up to Date or anything. कोई ऐप ની વાત નહીં, social media ની વાત, which includes Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, Pinterest and WhatsApp. I'll be restricting myself to Facebook and WhatsApp only. So, first of all, audience poll. How many of you are not on any WhatsApp group? एक हाथ तो ऊंचो कर दो यार. नहीं. Okay. Second question. How many delegates received the message about HITCon 2019 on social media? कोई एक जन तो हाथ नीचे रखे यार. Okay. So all of you are here to listen to a teacher debating with his student thanks to social media. Let us start with academic update. पहला academic update. Doctors ની વાત કરીએ છે. So, this is what happens in a conference. કાં તો તમે વિચારમાં પડી જાઓ કે આ બધું શું બોલાઈ રહ્યું છે જે મારા પહેલા લેક્ચરમાં થયું, અથવા લગભગ કોઈ ઊંઘી જાય છે, કદાચ HITCON તો નહીં થાય. But this is how I do my academic update. Sitting in front of a TV and opening my mobile. This is my academic update. And don't believe that I'm looking for an app. I'm looking on a social media, my WhatsApp group, Wednesday group, where Dr. Mahadev has just recently posted an article on the WhatsApp group and I'm reading it. I'm remembering Empiric trial. I'll need one more minute. I'm remembering Empiric trial where Dr. Bansi Sabu was at Europe attending the Empiric trial from the hall, and I started posting the Empiric results on the WhatsApp group, our Wednesday group, at the very moment, even before he could deliver it. That is the power of WhatsApp group. So we have reached from buffet to dinner served on the table. WhatsApp group or the social media is the dinner is served to your table. Choose what you want to read and what you don't want to read. What you know and what you need. Minimum time, minimum efforts, minimum cost. Probably no cost, I would say. And saving the matter for future references. તમે messages save કરી શકો છો. And who replies? Look at this. The stalwarts like Dr. Mahadev Desai would reply to you. What are there on the social media? Social media પર પંચાયત નથી હોતી. પંચાયત હોય છે, આપણે પંચાયત નહીં વાંચવાની. What are there? ECG groups on Facebook. Yes, they are there. Eco-learning groups on Facebook. Yes, they are there. Discussing ECG on Facebook. Yes, they are there. Open it and you will be able to do it. Just write down on Facebook ECG group. You will get it. If you got a query for PowerPoint, the results are or the solutions are there. Easy approach to expert. Like this. You can approach to Dr. Mahadev Desai on any such group. Difficult to diagnose cases and you will find out lots of people on WhatsApp group replying to it. તમને નક્કી ના થાય શું વાંચવું છે. Then there are wonderful WhatsApp group like our Wednesday group or HCG group or many other would be there in Vadodara and in Surat, I'm pretty sure, which would give you the article on the group. As you can see on this Facebook, you can read practice pulse for subclinical hypothyroidism or Indian guidelines for antibiotics use. Remember, this is on Facebook. એટલે ફેસબુક ખાલી પંચાયતનું જગ્યા છે એવું નથી. If you have questions, you can ask on this group and get a reply on this group. Very well, if you want to argue, you can argue about it. Let's talk about patients. This was all about doctors. What about patients? How can you be helpful to the patients? Like this group, Diabetes Care Clinic, where you can ask your questions. Patients can ask questions. Social media has been one of the most important and easiest way to help out your own patients. You can give advice, appointment, motivational groups are there, adjusting the doses. Somebody can give reports. સવારે 6, 8 વાગે, 9 વાગે, 10 વાગે તમને બતાવી ગયું છે, and you need only one report. ભૈયા દવા ચાલુ કરતા પહેલા પ્રેગ્નન્સી ટેસ્ટ કરાવીને મને જણાવજો. ફોન કરો તમે, you are head up with some patient, you don't need to pick up the phone. WhatsApp group ઉપર તમારા મૂકી દેશે અથવા તમારા પર WhatsApp message simply મૂકે છે કે pregnancy test is negative and you have to write down, start the treatment. That's all. So reports can be heavy. અને છતાંય તમને એવું લાગે કે ના ભાઈ મને રિપોર્ટ્સથી કંટાળો આવે છે, I don't want that thing, then you can always bring that Supreme Court judgment કે ના ભાઈ હું WhatsApp group ઉપર કે ટેલિફોન ઉપર જવાબ નહીં આપું. Do you know there are cancer group survivors talks on Facebook, and that too thyroid cancer survivors, colonic cancer survivors, they all share their problems there. અમિતજી વચ્ચે એક વાર ફેસબુક ઉપર લખ્યું કે ભાઈ મારો સેમસંગ મોબાઈલ હેંગઅપ થઈ ગયો છે, and there were answers on the Facebook immediately. એવું નથી કે અમિતજી માટે છે. I also put it on Facebook how to use call forwarding, and I got the answers very immediately. You can have creative use. In Bhopal there is a group of family physicians. કોઈ એકને ત્યાં કોઈ પેશન્ટ પ્રોબ્લેમ કરે, immediately they send a message, single message, WhatsApp group, and people, the rest of the doctors rush to his place immediately, and the same group starts posting the right side of the case throughout the community. અને તમને ખબર છે આજે સવારે એક WhatsApp group ઉપર મુકાયું તો સાંજ સુધીમાં આખા ભોપાલમાં ફેલાઈ જાય. So that's a creative use. You can talk about health on groups, friends, both genders. How many of you knew where are your college friends prior to FB and WhatsApp? Probably very limited. But you have started talking with them immediately. Most of you are talking with them daily. And do you believe that that caused severe burnout, stress, થાક લાગે છે કે તમને મજા આવે છે? મજા આવે છે ને? So you can leave that group. જો કોઈ પંચાયતી હોય તો you can leave that group anytime. Family, પહેલા આપણે અઠવાડિયામાં એકાદ વાર કોઈને મળતા હતા. હવે કોઈની બર્થડે, ફેમિલીની બર્થડેઝ, વેડિંગ એનિવર્સરીઝ, કોઈ નવી અચીવમેન્ટ, we get it in real time. 6 વાગે તો 6:05 આપણને ખબર પડે છે. We don't need to spend time. That saves lots of time. Can share whereabouts, moods, travel photos, everything. We are doctors, but we are all human beings. So that is always useful. Relaxation. How many of you will agree to the fact that it is our profession that leads to burnout and not the social media? In fact, પેશન્ટ માથું ખાઈ ગયું હોય ત્યારે 5 મિનિટ સોશિયલ મીડિયા ખોલીને કોઈ ફ્રેન્ડની કોમેન્ટ જોઈ લઈએ તો આપણે રિલેક્સ થઈ જઈએ છીએ. સો સોશિયલ મીડિયા ઇન ફેક્ટ saves us from burnout. Sharing interest. તમારી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટની વસ્તુ તમારી વાઇફની સાથે તમારી વાઇફને કહો કે એજ ગ્રુપ ઉપર આવે અને you can also be there. So the whole family is there. ફેમિલી આખું ગાતું હોય તો then there are lots of, if you are foodie, ફેમિલીને ફૂડ ગમે છે, you can join a food group. If there is an artist inside your family, the whole family at a time, ખાલી તમે જ નહીં, આખું family can join a musical group like Shankar Jaikishan group, or a painting group, or a short story group, or a photo group. You can see even on Facebook there is a e-book on photography. Movie review, you can read. Buddies on the group, you can read. You can want to play Antakshari, you can play on group. Renowned author like Jay Vasavda would be on the group. If you are depressed and need positive thoughts, then there are groups which save it. Travel, we all know about Airbnb and TripAdvisor. When we were at Lisbon, we were traveling towards Lisbon, અને અમારે બેગ મૂકીને સ્ટેશન પર બેગ મૂકીને ચક્કર મારવા જવું હતું. We just put on a WhatsApp group on Facebook where Lisbon group was there કે ભાઈ સ્ટેશન ઉપર કોઈ જગ્યાએ લોકર રૂમ છે કે નહીં, and we got the exact map including લોકરની સાઇઝ અને એના પૈસા અને ક્યાં સુધી ખુલ્લું રહે છે. So these groups are very helpful even in travel. Noble causes can be useful for fundraising for a poor patient, can get information on life-saving medications, can be useful to create a stir against wrong propaganda like vaccines, cholesterol, statin, ખોટા messages આવે, you can always create a reply. આપણે હંમેશા એવું માનીએ કે WhatsApp ઉપર તો બધા ખોટા મેસેજ આવે છે, but we can start creating right answers to them and spread it in the community. That is the most creative use of it. We all know this Malaysia crisis, which was solved solely through the groups. So anything in common, you know, whenever somebody is lost in calamities, it's a Facebook that helps. Facebook helps in crime detection also. Facebook and social media are helpful. Ice bucket challenge, even the best of the people took part and collected over 13 million through the social media. PNG ran always like a girl campaign. Same way, Edica's the notion also ran very well through Facebook. So, all in all, આ વંચાતું નથી. કદાચ એ કહે છે કે પસ્તી ઘટી રહી છે પણ મસ્તી વધી રહી છે. કદાચ સોશિયલ મીડિયાને કારણે પેપરનું કામ ઓછું થઈ ગયું છે પણ મસ્તી વધી રહી છે. Even cats do update themselves. Social media is something through which you can creatively update yourself. એની પંચાત બાજુ પર મૂકો. કોઈ ખોટું લખે તો એને સુધારવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરો અથવા સાચા મેસેજીસ ફોરવર્ડ કરો. That would help. So social media for doctors, essential or wastage of time and money? My take is discussing that social media for doctors is not essential itself is a wastage of time and money. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for listening very patiently to Dr. Urman Dhruv. Please do the same to me also, even if you are against it. He has shown one side of the social media. I am going to show the other side, reverse side, or the tail side of the social media. But before that, let me tell you, I am a very common man. I am unlike Dr. Urman Dhruv. You can see his photo. He is a superman. He can do so many things in such a short time. અને બીજું સુપરમેન એટલા માટે કે આપણે ત્યાં જમાઈઓને હંમેશા આપણે સુપરમેન ગણીએ છીએ અને ઉર્માનભાઈ સુરતના જમાઈ છે એટલે મારે એમને પહેલા બોલવા પણ એટલે જ દીધા અને I consider himself to be really a superman, not a spiderman. ગુચવાડાવાળા નથી, સુપરમેન છે. But he does a lot of things. He has a lot of time. I don't know how he gets time. We have only 24 hours. But he does so many things. And એમણે જે બધી કીધું કે વોટ્સએપનો જોક સાંભળ્યો છે. એક ભાઈ એમનો દીકરાને મૂક્યો કે આ ખોવાઈ ગયો છે તો જેટલી વાર બહાર નીકળે કોઈ જઈને આપી આવે પાછો. બહાર જ નથી નીકળતો. આ વોટ્સએપ. The biggest joke of the century is that computers and mobile are invented to save our time. Just like atom bomb is created for peace. It's just like that. Barabar? First disclaimer, I believe too much indulgence. I am not against social media. I said too much indulgence is a waste of time and money. ઉર્મનભાઈ કહેશે કે એમણે હાર સ્વીકારી લીધી છે પણ તમે પણ સ્વીકારી લીધી. ઘણી બધી વસ્તુઓ નથી થતી. All pictures are taken from the website and I gratefully acknowledge their contributors. I have deleted my FB account. મારા માટે જે કંઈ પૂછવું હશે ઉર્મનભાઈને પૂછજો. Because I personally believe that I believe in work-life balance and net-life balance also. If he doesn't believe, it's not my problem. I'll begin with a case, a 34-year-old lady, emergency medicine physicians. We are talking of the social media and doctors. This is the lady who was a pregnant 26, she was 24 years. She had pain in both the wrists after waking up for morning. And these are her own words. That she had no history of trauma, had not engaged in any excessive physical activity in previous days. She was on duty on December 24, that is a Christmas Eve, and following days she responded to messages that had been sent to her by smartphone. Her phone was weighing 130 grams and she did it for 6 hours and she had continuous movement with both the thumbs to send the messages. This is what her complaint. When she went to the doctor, they diagnosed her as bilateral extensor pollicis longus tendinitis of the thumb. This is the diagnosis, what we now know as WhatsAppitis. WhatsAppitis is accepted and this is published in Lancet in March 2014. We are 5 years after WhatsAppitis has occurred. We have so many other innovations. We have got latest sports injury. This is called a sports injury. You can say, what is this? This is a selfie elbow. This we are going to see many of us if you follow Urman Bhai's advice, right? And this is what he already had it from my previous slides, that how many of you have heard trolling, FOMO, nomophobia, smartphone OCD, and ringsitis, or what is called fox alarm, or called phantom vibration syndrome. All these are the names of WhatsApp. How many SMS messages you receive daily? 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, or more than 30? Answers? I'm sure it's D. ક્યાંથી લાવશો ટાઈમ એટલો બધો? Do you believe that if you don't have presence on social media. If Mahadev Desai is not on social media, that he is either uneducated, he is unintelligent, he is incompetent, or all of the above. Is it so? Urman bhai, is it so? How many of you believe that social media also has got negative effects? Like Duryodhan, અધર્મ જાણું છું પણ છોડી શકતો નથી, ધર્મ જાણું છું પણ આચરી શકતો નથી. This is what we are all Duryodhans in social media. And when we introduce social media, the way he just introduced like his spouse. This make my better half. I don't know what he wants to say. He wants to say a sweet part or a sugar-coated puzzle. Do you think that social media are like these ventures? No. To me, social media are the weapons of mass distraction, if not destruction. We have got all this new terminology and diseases, right? The patient went to the doctor, he was diagnosed as over-connecteditis. I know that is just not the right thing, but these are definitely added in our dictionary thanks to social media. They are trolling, FOMO, nomophobia, anxiety or phantom vibrance syndrome, and smartphone OCD. How many of you know what is trolling? Trolling is a social media where somebody deliberately creates a conflict with the idea to get the inflammatory response. And we have known so many celebrities, including the Virat Kohli and Sushma Swaraj, and so many, they have also been trolled, right? Then please don't feel the trolls. Even if you get somebody, don't feed the trolls. Welcome Dr. Dhaval Bhai. He is our chief guest and we are very happy to have him. In spite of busy schedule and election and all duties, he is still with us. That shows his commitment to the medical profession also. Thank you. So, what is FOMO? FOMO is fear of missing out. Something is happening also in Ahmedabad and Urman Bhai is thinking that ત્યાં શું થયું હશે, ત્યાં શું નવું બનાવ્યું હશે. That is FOMO. That you want to be here, you want to be there, you want to be everywhere. That is FOMO. FOMO એટલે હું રહી ગયો. What is the new terminology? It is nomophobia. Nomophobia is even if you have phone, but just because the battery has gone out or just because you can't find out a term, you are restless. That is called fear of being away from your mobile. That is nomophobia. As one of the celebrities said, the only advice that we hear these days or only danger that we accept is the low battery. Nothing else we ever heed. Then what is anxiety? Anxiety is a phantom vibration syndrome. Even if somebody else's phone is ringing, you start looking for your phone, whether it is your phone. Even if the regular phone or a doorbell also like that, you start watching for your phone. That is anxiety. And smartphone OCD. You are so much compelled with your own compulsion to reply that whether you are driving or whatever you are doing, you'll just reply as if the world will come to a halt. That is smartphone OCD. Then why is this happening? Why is this all colaveri? Why this colaveri? You know what is meaning of colaveri? Colaveri is murderous outrage. That is the dictionary meaning of colaveri. So it's because of the information overload. Did we ever think of what is the accuracy of all the knowledge that we get? See, in medical terms, scientific terms, we always talk of number needed to treat, right? And number needed to read here, if we have to read like this. Or again, because of the FOMO that we see. We always have compare and dismay attitude. The Urman was telling that we get save time, but dear Urman, there are 10 million pictures loaded every hour. 10 million pictures. And everybody will feel that Urman's picture is better than mine. So that is called a picture imperfect attitude. You don't know that he has already morphed his picture and then put it, but I don't know photography, so my picture is as I look like. And that is what the picture imperfect attitude. Then social currency. Nowadays the currency has changed. You just comparing yourself with others, how many likes you got, how many dislikes you got, how many shares you have got. That is the social currency that we are living with. So where does all this collaboration lead to? It leads to loss of creativity and productivity. You are just simply passing on what you have received as if you would be the first to pass on. Then loss of peace of mind. There's a lot of beep, beep, beep going on every time and you want to concentrate. And sleep deprivation. Mobile phone has got blue background and it is known to reduce the melatonin, and sleep deprivation cause so many medical problems. Now it is accepted. Youngsters, many of them, they find in conceiving, one of the reason was a sleep deprivation. So that is what it's causing. Then why do we doctors choose social media? Plenty of time? I don't think we have. Because everyone does it, so we have to do it. I don't agree. It's for publicity, recognition, fine, you can do it. If you are doing it for social service or educations, then I really bow my head for them. That is where we really need the social media to continue to work. But are you doing it for monetary gain? Well, he said that he doesn't do it, but there are many others who does it for purely monetary gains or for jobs. You feel that the jobs are available. But mind you, when you go for the jobs, your employers have already looked for your profile on the Facebook, on social media, on Twitter, everywhere they look for it, and many of them have been rejected simply because they have posted something which was not in the good taste. So, Mitro, I believe social media is full of hypocrisy. That he said that you can put both of the husband and wife will come on the table and talk, but that is how they talk. One is asking the wife who is just sitting by the side that how was your day, and she also replies, very good, how was yours? Then when the somebody is going down, they say that Mitro, des upar ja raha hai. Right? Often misleading. He said that cholesterol is out, bye-bye to cholesterol and bye-bye to bypass. But every week I am answering this, and now I have stopped answering this because it comes back again and again. Dr. Manu Kothari died in 2014. His videos are coming that bypass is bad, this is not good. That's not correct. Right? Fake news. We know that when demonetization came, the 2000 note came with that spying technology and all. This is all bullshit. Facebook पर सबसे ज़्यादा झूठ बोलने वाला शब्द कौन सा मालूम है? Whatever you say, however picture you post, they'll say nice picture. This is Facebook. So these are the addiction of Facebook that you want even your bottle with Facebook, or you want your cigarettes with Facebook name, and we are not taught at the medical colleges the accounts. What is the return of investment, what is the profits and loss, and what is the accountability to our patients and our family. We are not this. So beware of online high risk behaviors. This is what my crux of my talk for the social media against is. That posting event related details, interesting cases or endorsements. These are the things that when we post, even we post on a trusted group, it is no longer a trusted group, right? And it can be made public and it can be retrieved anytime in the court of law. So beware before posting all these things. And now medical associations also come out with a warning that you should not make your patients friend on the Facebook. You can have a professional page group and there they can come, but don't make them your friends on the Facebook. And recently in Uttar Pradesh, one of the doctors have posted the operation theatre picture selfie and also send the twins which are separated. But this is an identity. If they go to the court next time, we are all in soup. Right? Please don't disclose the identity of the patients. And all he said, the burnout is this. A new illness has come in the doctors community which affects more than 50%, right? And it is equivalent to the lung cancers. And all it affects the students as well as the seniors, and it is called burnout. Burnout is not only because of the medical profession. We have been practicing for years together. We never felt the burnout. We feel the heat only now. And it's not only one specialty that feels the heat. There are so many specialties where they really don't have much professional work, whether it's an ophthalmology or other specialties. And the ratio of burnout is almost 50 to 59% in all specialty across. Not that they are all professionally burnout, right? So, consequence of burnout, we know professionally there is decreased patient satisfaction, increased medical errors, and increased litigations. And personally, there is increased rates of depression, increased rates of substance abuse, decreased quality of interpersonal relationship, and increased rate of early retirement. Please remember, there is a very thin line. When you use social media with the public or patients, very thin line is shown in this line between the privacy of the patient and patient personal information. There is a genuine appreciation and flattery or sycophancy, service and self-promotion, ethical promotion and marketing or publicity, and profession and business. You will never know that while doing innocently when you have crossed this line. You will not know when you have crossed this line. So it is very, very difficult to maintain the line of difference. And what Dr. Urman Bhai has shown social media to be this is unfortunately like this. Thank you.
I would say It is common man versus a gentleman. She said,
not a gentleman.
He said it spoils our language and lots of wrong motions are coming. In fact, I would ask you, have you ever been able to express in words or on phone the third thing, the joy icon? You can never do it. You all know. This is what you express. So, WhatsApp also expresses, or the social media expresses your joy. અથવા જે પહેલો આઇકોન છે કે ભાઈ મને બહુ મજા આવી. It cannot be expressed through anything else. Burnout is not the fault of social media. This is Lancet 2014, which says it is a mismatch between the worker and the workplace. It results from putting a hard-working professional into a toxic workplace in which they are unable to succeed. Apps, why do you need them? Just do this. Start your day with Medico's Listeners Club. We have got wonderful songs in the morning. Go next to the Wednesday group and read out the best information posted in last 24 hours by Dr. Mahadev Desai from the best of academics apps. Then go to the buddies and find out the happenings in last 24 hours. Reply to those who have sent fake messages કે ભાઈ આ ખોટું છે. And then end your day with relatives and wish them the birthday. Don't you feel this is Majani life? Addiction. આનું addiction થઈ જાય. અરે ભાઈ addiction કોને નથી? તમાકુ, દારૂ, સંગીત, સિનેમા અને મારા ને માધવભાઈ જેવાને તો સમયનું એડિક્શન. સો એડિક્શન તો બધાને જ હોય છે. When so many people are there on the social media, just guide them properly. Creativity can be done. તમને આવું સવારના પરમાં સાંભળવાનું નહીં ગમે? ઉર્મનભાઈ સવારના પરમાં નોસ્ટાલ્જિક પેન્ડોરા બોક્સ ખોલી કાઢી અને મજા આવી ગઈ. That makes your day. બાકી તો મીડિયા આવું કહી શકે કે કોઈ snake એક માછલીને પકડે તો media would put a brave snake saving a fish from the drowning. But that's not true, we all know. મિત્રો, આપણે હમણાં જ આ સ્લાઇડ જોઈ કે ભાઈ honestly believe that it is filled up of hypocrisy and nice picture. But just as we teach our children how to ride a bike, we need to teach them how to navigate through social media and make the right moves that will help them. How can we do it? There are simple ways to do it. There are two types of people on social media, those who lead and those who follow. Solutions are there. Be sure that you enter the right group. Be sure that you have got a strict group admin. Don't try to be first to get the news. મારે પહેલા જોઈએ છે એવું નહીં રાખો અને પહેલા મૂકવા છે એવું નહીં રાખો. And the most important thing, switch off the notification and let your better half, your wife, be on the board on this bitter half, that is social media, that would convert social media into the better half. Well, doctor, I am badly hit by noise pollution. Somebody comes and says, what would you do? Would you do this? Can't copy so? That is not a solution. Running away from Facebook or switching off from Facebook is not the solution. Distraction, these are the mass distraction. એરપોર્ટ ઉપર તમે કોઈ સુંદર મજાની છોકરીઓને પ્લેન મિસ કરો તો એ છોકરીઓનો વાંક નથી. મંદિરમાં જઈ અને તમે ભગવાનને ભૂલી જાઓ, ડિસ્ટ્રેક્ટ થઈ ગયો તો એ છોકરીઓનો વાંક નથી. ये क्षमा तो जली रोशनी के लिए, इस क्षमा से कहीं आग लग जाए तो ये क्षमा क्या करे. थैंक यू.
ये बड़ी एक्सप्लेनेशन आपकी पड़ी भाई ने समझाओ. Do you think that we can teach our children today or they teach us everything, right? So that is not correct. And we accept the good part of the social media, but we also have to accept the bad part of the social media. That is what we want to show. In the end, every debate is created to know the better two sides of the coin, and then you have to decide what wins. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think at the end of the debate,
HITCon South Gujarat, 13 to 14 April 2019 at Surat. Healthcare Technology Conference for doctors by doctors. Powered by Management Medicos.